Alderman Lady Hampton has now joined us.
Thank you. Thank you, Clerk. At this point, I would like to have the legal department read the statement findings.
Attention members of the City Council, Madam Clerk, Madam Treasurer, Department Heads, City staff, and all members of the public. On April the 30th, 2021, the Governor of the State of Illinois issued the latest statewide disaster proclamation relating to the continuing public health emergency posed by COVID-19 pandemic. As such, pursuant to Section 7E of the Illinois Open Meeting Act, City of Markham Ordinance 20-0-2272, City of Markham Ordinance number 20-0-2254, the head of this public body has determined that an in-person meeting or a meeting otherwise conducted in full compliance with the Open Meeting Act is neither practical nor prudent because of the ongoing disaster. Therefore, to the extent necessary, this meeting is being conducted by Zoom and a telephone conference without requiring the physical presence of a quorum. Prior to the commencement of this meeting, all members of this body participating in this meeting were verified and can hear one another. The chair further finds that due to the disaster, the unlimited physical presence of members of the public and assessing the location that allows for appropriate social distance is not feasible. Alternative arrangements have been made to allow the public to hear all discussions, testimony, and roll call votes by the City of Markham Facebook page. Notice of these arrangements have been given in accordance with the Open Meeting Act. The public may address this body consistent with the rules previously adopted, including any live in-person comment by email, submission to the city clerk, which has been noted on the posted agenda. All votes shall be conducted by roll call, and a verbatim record of this meeting shall be made and maintained in accordance with the Open Meeting Act. All participants are hereby further notified that by participating in this meeting, they acknowledge and they are informed of this meeting's public record. Any questions or concerns should be directed to the City of Markham Legal Department. Thank you.
Thank you, legal department. At this point, the clerk would like to read about the minutes.
Minutes for the May 5th, 2021 council meeting will be available on our next council meeting, June 2nd, 2021.
So we're going to hold on the minutes. All right, continue from there. Authorizing the claims and accounts, the bill list. Make a motion.
Yes, I make a motion that we accept the claims and accounts for invoice payments approval for May 19th, 2021, which reads as follows. Corporate, $374,963.20. Water and sewer, $8,252.82. Solid waste, $109,180.06. Motor fuel, $17,577.82. The David Webb Jr. Senior Living Complex, $404,357.95. Roller rink, $713.88. 3036 debt service, $120,625 even. TIF Dixie Highway, $2,200. Grants, $456,444.99, which give us a grand total of $1,494,315.72.
May I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right. Motion made by Alderman Lady Hampton, seconded by Alderman Barry. Any questions? If not, roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell.
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Great. Special presentations being none, I would like to go to the city attorney report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the council, and members of the public. With respect to the city attorney's report, it appears under 8A through J. 8A through J. First, we have a proposed resolution amending resolution number 21-R-633, authorizing execution of an agreement to purchase real property between the City of Markham and Markham Supportive Care LP. And if I may ask a question, did all the council members receive the email that contains the resolution?
Yes.
I did not.
Yes, I received it.
And just to note, the appearance of Attorney Beeble and Mr. Paul Khan was to happen this evening. I don't see them on, but with respect to what this amending of resolution number 21-R-663, it does extend the period of time to close until September 15, 2021. So this would be the third amendment, and the exhibits A and B are attached to the resolution and up for consideration for you this evening. That's all that I have, but I don't see them on Zoom tonight as participants.
In spite of that or whatever, we can go ahead and still rule on this though, correct? Without
Yes.
their presence?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, excuse me. Oh, yes, okay. Alderman Jones,
Yes.
I make a motion that we waive the reading to resolution 21-R-638, a resolution amending resolution, is this 633 or 6? Oh, yes, okay. Resolution amending resolution number 21-R-633, authorizing execution of an agreement to purchase real property between the City of Markham, Supportive Care LP.
May I have a second?
I can't second it because I didn't get a copy of it.
It was emailed.
I would like to make a second.
Okay.
And Alderman Barron, the attorney said he did email it to you.
Check the email.
If you can check your email.
From Monday evening,
I'm double checking now, but I do not see any.
approximately around 9 o'clock.
It was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Or yes, it was just
Mm.
then Monday.
Alderman Jones, you second?
Yes. Any questions? If not, roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
No.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
and Alderman Barron.
I'll abstain.
Thank you.
Alderman Jones, I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 21-R-638, a resolution amending resolution number 21-R-633, authorizing execution of an agreement to purchase real property between the City of Markham and the Supportive Care LP.
Second that motion. Any questions? Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Hampton.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
You're on mute, Alderman Hampton.
Yes.
Just nod your head. Yes. Alderman Hampton says yes.
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Abstain.
Alderman Barron can't hear you.
Abstain.
Abstain.
Okay. And Alderwoman McDowell.
No.
Alderman McDowell, we can't hear you.
No.
No.
We do not have a quorum.
We have two. That's. Yes. Mhm. Motion carried.
We have, okay, motion carried. My apologies.
What did we do?
I don't think that we do.
All right, moving on. Next, we have under 8B. 8B, a proposed resolution
The motion didn't
authorizing
carry.
execution
It didn't.
concerning access
Attorney
to
Miller.
Core 360
Attorney.
municipal
Attorney Miller.
enforcement system between the city of Markham and DAPRA Tech
I don't know why they can't hear.
LLC. I do notice that we have our treasurer on along with our finance director, Ms. Fisher. So if you have any questions concerning this, a software system that is being provided. Certainly more information can be gathered from the treasurer's office, and I was asked to place this on the agenda for this evening. There is
Attorney
also
Miller.
the actual agreement, which is attached as Exhibit A. So in order to be a little bit more, or even more productive and efficient, they being the Treasurer's Department, has indicated that this agreement satisfies the requirements for their office and for the city.
Attorney Miller.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I'm sorry, we was trying to stop you. We need to go back to the last ordinance. Attorney Ross had a comment on that.
Okay, well, okay, you go back to 8A, the resolution.
Yes, 8A, yes.
Okay, because we couldn't hear anything.
Yes, I apologize, but I just wanted to raise the issue. I don't, just for the record, I don't believe that passed because they did not receive a majority vote of the council.
We're with the majority.
Because there's 4, so you would need 3.
Yes.
And so even with the abstention, the abstention usually goes with the majority, but because you have quorum, but you need a full, I think, 3 votes to pass that, where it's, especially it's an expenditure, or it's like some sort of formal agreement. Attorney Miller, if he has the code book and knows, I just, for the record, I just wanted to make sure that was confirmed.
You're correct on that one, and I misheard. I heard him say abstain the first time.
Yes.
I thought he said yes the second time. We could barely hear. So going back to Alderman Barron, was that an abstention on the vote?
Well, I did not get the agreement, and I will change my vote from abstaining to voting yes. I don't want to see this project delayed any further.
All right.
So, City Clerk, if I could change my vote, or if we can call this back and revote it.
Okay, I'll recall it. Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
No.
thank you. Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I'm sorry, Alderman Barron, we couldn't hear you, and I thought you said yes. I heard you say abstain earlier, but okay.
All right.
Next, we have a proposed ordinance amending section 110.23, duplicate license fee of the Code of Markham.
We can go back to B. Hold on, we're on B. We're on B now, Attorney Miller.
Start back. Hold on. As I read, a resolution authorizing execution of a Core 360 software service license agreement between DAPRA Tech LLC and the City of Markham. It was only read at that point with explanation, understanding that Ms. Fisher and Ms. Richardson from the Treasurer's Office is on right now.
Yes, Ms. Richardson and Ms. Fisher, I know this is for the new software, correct, that we have discussed a while back?
I'd like to make a motion to open the meeting to the Treasurer's Department.
I make a motion that we open a meeting to the Treasurer's Department.
Second.
Second.
Ms. Fisher, Ms.
Yeah.
Richardson, this is for the software, correct?
Yes, so actually, we have two components of new software. This is the other piece specifically for the ticketing and adjudication for the local ordinance enforcement as well as the court. So the other software is for the utility billing, general ledger. This is for the ticketing and adjudication.
Right, okay.
So, Ms. Fisher, do you think the software would be a benefit based on the cost? I mean, how would it, will we see an improvement with revenue, income, or services compared to the?
Yeah, so actually we've been trying to get this software since I've started with the city, and we had some delays with it because the current software that we're on right now, MSI, did not allow for that type of conversion of the data over to their software. So now that we're getting on a different platform with Civic Systems, they're going to assist with the data conversion so that we can finally get this project done. And basically what's been happening, the need for this software is definitely a direct impact on collecting revenue for the tickets. So there's a process that we have to follow in Cook County for collecting tickets. So they have to get a first notice, second notice, opportunities to appear in court, et cetera. And a lot of that process has been missed due to the kind of the inabilities of the current software that we have right now. And so there's been a lot of revenue loss there, getting notices out. And then also it should automatically calculate, for instance, on the tickets, it says if not paid within a certain amount of days, then ticket fees double, et cetera. None of those items were happening. It was pretty much a kind of a manual process. So we have actually millions of dollars in uncollected tickets right now. So we definitely want to get the data over to this new software and get a system in place where we can keep track of the tickets much better and basically have a process and a procedure for collecting them going forward. And the software is going to assist with that process.
Ms. Fisher, quick question for you. Would this software be a little bit more friendly, user friendly? Because
yeah, and so
okay.
we've had an opportunity to demo the software as well. So it definitely is much more user friendly than what we currently have, which is kind of some of the issues with missing some of the steps in the process of getting the letters out. Getting their increase in fees out, et cetera. So this is definitely going to help assist with that process.
Okay.
And also to track so we can quickly know, like right now, it's a lot of research to know for a particular property, how many tickets are on that property, et cetera. So this is going to help kind of consolidate that process for us.
All right, no further questions for me.
All right, any other questions? If not, I'm going to ask the meeting to the Treasury Department. May I have a second?
I make a motion that we close the meeting to the Treasurer's Department.
So move.
Okay. All right.
Alderman Jones, I make a motion that we waive the reading to resolution number 21-R-639, a resolution authorizing execution of an agreement concerning access to the Core 360 municipal enforcement system between the City of Markham and Dr. Tech LLC.
Second.
Any questions? If not, roll call, please.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
motion carried.
Alderman Jones, I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 21-R-639, a resolution authorizing execution of an agreement concerning access to the Core 360 municipal enforcement system between the city of Markham and Dr. Tech LLC.
May I have a second?
Second. Second.
Thank you. Questions? All right. Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Under 8C, we have a proposed ordinance amending section 110.23 entitled duplicate license fee of the city of Code of Markham to change the duplicate license fee for business license in the city of Markham.
Alderman Jones.
May I have a motion?
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
I make a motion that we waive the reading of ordinance 21-0-639. An ordinance amending section 110.23 duplicate license fees of the Code of the City of Markham to change the duplicate license fee for business license in the city of Markham.
What number did you give it? What was that number?
I thought it was 639.
Is this the ordinance?
No, the ordinance 2301.
So it should be, I have this thinking.
You're right.
2301.
Okay, changing the ordinance number to 21-0-2301.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second. Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
and Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. That was the way of the reading, correct?
Yes.
No, that was for, the first one was a reading. This is the second one, wasn't it?
Yes, I can do the second one now. May I have a motion to adopt?
Okay, I'll make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 21-0-2301, an ordinance amending section 110.23 duplicate license fees of the Code of Markham to change the duplicate license fees for business licenses in the city of Markham.
Second.
Okay. Motion made by Bill Barron, second by Wanda McDowell. Any questions? Roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderman McDowell, Alderwoman
Yes.
McDowell, sorry,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, under 8D, we have a reproclamation and declaration of local state of emergency.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
I make a motion, because this is a resolution. I make a motion that we waive the reading of resolution number 21-R-6, I think we're on 640.
Correct.
640. Approving a resolution approving the extension and renewal of the reproclamation and declaration of the continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham, and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, May 19, 2021.
All right. We're on number D. You jumped to number E.
I jumped to E. Oh,
We're on
I'm so
D.
sorry.
No problem.
All right, so I need to go back up one. Go
All right.
to D. But is D a resolution?
Yeah,
There's not a resolution or
Okay.
ordinance.
If I may, item D, I don't believe any actual action needs to be taken, just a recognition
Yes.
that there's been a reproclamation for this month.
Mhm.
And then, moving on to E would be the action really
Resolution.
relative to that.
Okay. All right, so basically the resolution with resolution number 640, we can still continue to move on to that particular resolution, correct?
yes.
Okay, so I waive the reading on that.
Second,
All right. Motion made by Alderlady Hampton, second by Alderman Berry. Any questions? Roll call.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Alderman Jones, I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 21-R-640, a resolution approving the extension and renewal of the proclamation and declaration of a continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, May 19th, 2021.
May I have a second? Motion made by Alderlady Hampton, second by Alderman Bill Barron. Any questions? Roll call vote.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we have under 8F, insurance matter, Roman numeral I, group renewal. I believe that's under Mr. Gilmore.
Yes. I'd like the motion to open the meeting to Mr. Gilmore.
So
Second,
move.
I make a motion to open the floor to Otis Gilmore, group renewal.
Good evening, Council. How are you?
Well,
Good evening.
Good. I appreciate this opportunity to come before you. This is the annual, we do this every year. It's our annual renewal of our group insurance plans. The good news is that we were able to pretty much, in my opinion, negotiate what I think is a fair rate increase. As I explain every year, rate increases are basically an animal or based on what our claim experience has been for the year. And we had some relatively large claims that kind of affected us. When we started negotiations, the first offer made to us for the renewal was at a 9.4% increase. We were able to reduce that to 7%, and I think I shared that information with all the council members. Then we were able to reduce that to 4.99%. And as of about 3 hours ago, we were able to get that reduced again to 4.5%. That's on the group health insurance, which is the 800-pound gorilla in the room because it costs more. It costs 10 times more than our other group insurances combined. The other good news is that for the other coverages, the group dental, the group life, the group short-term disability, and the group vision, there's a 0 increase. So I'm relatively pleased with the increase we've had, particularly considering the claims that we had over the previous year.
sounds good. Any questions, council?
No questions.
Okay, if not, I make a motion to close the meeting. To Mr. Gilmore, good job, Mr. Gilmore.
Make a
I'll make a
motion
motion
that,
that we, go ahead.
no, go ahead, please.
I'll make a motion that we close the meeting to Otis Gilmore.
So move.
Second.
That was a motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady McDowell. All right. Madam May I have a motion to approve the group renewal of insurance?
Make a motion that we approve the proposal submitted by Otis Gilmore from United Healthcare, the medical proposal rates for the city of Markham for fiscal year 2021, 2022.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Barron, second by Wanda McDowell. Any questions? If not, roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Under 8G contracts, I have no matters for discussion. Next, under 8H, land development, 163rd and Dixie Highway LLC redevelopment agreement. Madam Treasurer, this was added on, and Ms. Fisher, with respect to the reimbursement under the redevelopment agreement that the city of Markham has with the 163rd Dixie Highway LLC. I understand that the analysis is taking place and your office is in agreement with that reimbursement amount.
Correct.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Now, was that on the bill this evening? No.
Was that on the bill list this evening?
Was that on the bill list?
No.
No. So, okay, just for the record, you are understanding and agreeing that that actual analysis is correct. That'll be available at the next meeting.
Yes.
Bill list. All right. I would just ask this. Traditionally, we've asked for a motion with respect to the reimbursement, and then ask that she place it on the next bill list based upon her analysis.
All right. I would like to make a motion that we approve the reimbursement, and we have it put on the next meeting. Motion. Have a motion.
Second.
So Ronald Jones, I make that motion. One Alderman Lady McDowell seconds it. Any questions? Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Lady Hampton, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry, my apologies. Yes.
We have some technical difficulties. We are all right.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we have under 8I, well, actually nothing to report under personnel. And under 8J, litigation, I have nothing else to report. I have nothing to report in that regard, and nothing else to report under the city attorney's report. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Now moving along, we go into the city clerk's report.
We have a business license for LD Studios.
Is LD Studios present?
Okay.
Yes. Yes,
All
sir.
right. One moment. I'd like to make a motion. We open the meeting up to LD Studios.
Second.
Second by Ronald Jones. Motion by Ronald Jones. Alderman Jones. I can't. This third party call myself is kind of difficult for me. Second by Alderman Ronald Jones, myself. Motion by me. Second by Barron. Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
All right, LD Studios, you're on the floor. You can speak now. Any questions for him?
Yes, thank you guys for having me, council. I appreciate this opportunity and, us being able to come to Markham, Illinois, and develop a recording studio to help create opportunities for the students and artists that we have here throughout the state of Illinois and Chicago area.
All right.
Okay, so it's my understanding that the majority of the final things to be corrected, most of them have been done. There's a couple of small things that you have agreed to complete in the next 90 days. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Can you kind of give us a little small bird's eye view in reference to what type of customers or services that you will be rendering for City of Markham?
So yes, based on my 25 plus years of being in the entertainment industry, 10 being at Capitol Records, also have worked for several other record labels and brands such as Nike, Coca-Cola, Mercedes-Benz. We look to Markham to build LD Studios to be a place where entertainment in the state of Illinois, which normally leaves Chicago and have to go to Atlanta, LA, or New York to find the opportunity in music and film. We wanted to build our own facility here within the state where we're from. Most of the colleagues and my partners, we all have 20 plus years in the business, and give them somewhere where they can get their creativity and still stay home, still be home based, such as Chance the Rapper, who is here. And we'll be offering music production. We'll be offering film production. We'll be able to do commercials, also recording for artists and entertainers. But we also have a long list of celebrity clients that we've worked with over the years that will also be visiting Markham, Illinois. We're willing to give our services to the city of Markham in regards to helping with concerts and festivals, and also fundraising with our expertise as well. And anything that we can do to assist, any of the aldermen and alderwomen in that particular area to, growing the city of Markham and making it a place where people would love to come.
Okay.
You've mentioned something in reference to training.
Sorry, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard you mention something in reference to training.
Oh, yes, we definitely offer. So I've also been an educator in elementary and high school with CPS and Indianapolis Public School System. So we offer music production. We offer engineering training and music training for students. So if there's a student that wants to learn how to play the piano, or even learn how to use the equipment that we utilize in order to make beats or make commercials, we will offer after-school programming, and also programming on weekends, to those local elementary schools and high school students that are interested.
All right, thank you so much. No further questions from me.
I have a question. I can't sing. Can your studio make me sound better? I can't sing. Can your studio make me sound better?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I can't sing. Can your studio make me sound better?
Oh, definitely, yes. That's what the auto-tune is for.
All right, okay. A Christmas drink I didn't bring out, so I'm need some help.
But we also will open our facility to choirs that are interested in producing, church choirs that are interested in producing CDs that they can actually sell as fundraisers for their churches. So we have a bigger room that we develop in order for that. We'll have all of the live instrumentation, baby grand piano, the drums, the guitars, and everything. So if you do play an instrument, you don't have to worry about bringing your own personal. We'll have those pieces of instrumentation there for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. If there's no further questions, I'd like to close the meeting to LD Studios.
And Alderman Jones, I'd like to make a motion that we grant a business license to LD Studios.
We have to close the meeting to him first, Alderman.
Huh?
I'd like to close the meeting to him first.
Okay, so I'll second your motion to close the meeting.
Thank you.
And I'll second your motion, Alderman Barron, to grant LD Studios a business license.
We're going to do a roll call first for the closing of the meeting. Roll call, close the meeting.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes. And I'll file my motion again that we grant a business license to LD Studios.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton. Any questions? Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Abstain.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Next, we have a business license for Highway Motel.
Do we have anyone for the Highway Motel?
Yes, good evening. This is Attorney Rafati on behalf of CP Corporation doing business as Highway Motel. Mr. Patel is also online with us.
Thank you so much. I'll let motion now to open the meeting up to Highway Motel.
And I will make a motion that we open the meeting to ZP Corporation, the Highway Motel.
May I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton. Roll call.
Alderman Hampton, Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
All right, you have the floor. Highway Motel. Any questions? Council?
No, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to interrupt and say that I've had several meetings with the Highway Motel, and I've been monitoring the progress that they've made as far as inspections. There is one minor inspection that is left to be done Friday, but I've been assured by the housing administrator that that this is okay for approval for a business license tonight.
Okay, sounds good. You got a couple of questions, Attorney? Attorney Fadal?
No, I don't have any questions.
All
But
right.
we're here to answer any questions you guys may have.
I would like to, at this moment, I would like to have one of our council have a couple of questions. Attorney Fountain.
Hello, I would ask that this motion, if it is a motion made regarding Highway Motel, that they agree and that the stipulation be that all federal, state, and local laws be complied with within 6 months. I had an opportunity to speak to counsel. He's in agreement. They've been working actively to come into compliance, but we would just like to make sure that any motion to pass this includes a stipulation that all federal, state, and local laws will be complied with within 6 months.
Okay. Sounds good.
As counsel stated, ladies and gentlemen, she and I had an opportunity to confer over that stipulation earlier today, and we have no objection to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Council, any other questions for Highway Motel? If not, I'd like to close the meeting to Highway Motel. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that the meeting be closed to ZP Corporation.
So move.
That motion was made by Alderman Barron, second by Alderwoman Wanda McDowell. Any roll call?
Alderman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Abstain.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. That means
I'll make a motion that we grant a business license to ZP Corporation, also known as the Highway Motel.
along with that motion, I'd like to also put in with all federal, state, and local laws be in compliance in 6 months. You don't mind, Alderman Barron?
That's included in my motion.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Bree Hampton. Any questions? Roll call vote.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Abstain.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
I would like to also, before we make the final decision, speak to the Attorney Fountain for another question.
I just wanted to make sure that we go back to LD Studios and we put the same stipulation inside the motion to approve the business license that they comply with all federal and state local laws. In that particular case, we said 90 days. So I asked that we put that stipulation in there with them as well.
Okay. All right. Motion carried.
Okay. So you want us to, I'm sorry, Attorney Fountain, do you want us to go back and reconsider the original motion?
Well, the motion, when we came before LD Studios during the presentation, we stated that they would go come in compliance within 90 days, but we failed to include that as part of the motion. I want the record to be clear that the motion was contingent on them complying with all federal and state local laws within 90 days. That was discussed during the presentation as well as something that they agreed to.
So can Alderman Barron make that motion now? What's the procedure?
Right. So I'll make a motion that we add that stipulation to the approval of the business license for LD Studios, as explained by Attorney Fountain.
Second.
I'm getting legal counsel.
And reopen it and add that again.
All right. Under legal counsel, I'd like to go back to 9A, the business license, LD Studios, to reopen that. May I have a motion to reopen it? May I have a second?
Second.
All right. That motion was made by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman Bree Hampton, I believe. Roll call vote to reopen.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it clear, let somebody else put the motion back on the floor again.
All right. So can you put the motion back on the floor and make sure it reads motion, all federal, state, and local laws be in compliance for 6 and within 90 days?
90 days.
90 days. If you can do that, Alderman Barron, for me? Part of your motion?
I'll make a motion that we include with the approval of the business license for LD Studios, that they must be in compliance with all local, state, and federal laws as a condition of their business license.
Second.
90 days. Thank you. That was approved by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman Hampton. Roll call vote.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Abstain.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Thank you all for your patience.
Somebody needs to notify him of that too, change, because he stepped, he got off of Zoom, so he doesn't know this.
All right. We'll make sure he's notified of that 90-day clause. Okay? That being said, I'd like to go to the mayor's report. I turn it over to Derek Champion.
Thank you. Good evening, council. Let me just start off by going to the grass cutting status. As you know, we're in that grass cutting season where we are servicing our senior population we are running a little bit behind. We've really been trying to keep up with the demand. So I just ask some of the residents to please be patient. We are working as diligently and efficiently as possible. We're in the process of, as well as trying to increase personnel. So just kind of give us some patience on that. But we are always really excited and enthusiastic to assist our senior population in Markham. So if any have any issues or concerns, continue to call City Hall, and we'll make sure that we address your inquiries appropriately. Also, just want to give an update on, I start off with Amazon. As you guys know, I've been still getting calls regarding job opportunities and when the project will actually be completed. Just a real-time update, as I reported at the last council meeting, the building will be ready for Amazon to take occupancy sometime in the middle of July. The hiring process is still about close to about 50 days out from the official launch. Amazon will be fully in that building sometime in October. The building would be fully open. Grand opening is around October, so kind of stay tuned. We don't have an exact date yet, but as I'm meeting with them, we will firm up that date because there will be some type of community event surrounding that. Business development, just want to, a couple of things. I want to go back and talk about LD Studios and Highway Motel. Always excited to have businesses come in the city of Markham. We definitely want to make sure that our businesses are staying in compliance with rules and regulation. We want to make sure that Highway Motel, I know that there was a bit of a history with this hotel in the past, and some of our residents have voiced some concerns about the property. So we're hoping that we don't have to revisit, some of the past situations. I'm just going to leave it like that. LD Studios is a great build out that they have in our community. As you guys probably already know, that a studio like this will attract various genres of music, and that is hip hop, R&B, jazz, rap. So it will encompass all of that. So I just want to make sure that the residents are aware of what kind of music and what they're doing. I know Lamar did a great job with explaining some of the things that they are going to be doing for the youth in the community as well. So looking forward to seeing what that's going to be about. Also, just want to give an update in regards to some of the quality of life activities that we're working with some of our great community partners on right now, and that is Ryan Companies, Scannell Properties, and Amazon. As you all know, that Amazon has a future engineering program, or may not know. They have a future engineering program. We have 2 schools in our area that will be participating in their future engineering program, which includes scholarships and internships as well. Barack Obama Academy and Jesse White Learning Academy as well. So really excited about that. We are also moving forward with some of the park upgrades. So there are some parks that will be receiving some facelifts and new equipment. We have been in discussions with brand companies and Scannell in particular. They are in process of ordering that equipment. I've been talking to Quintina from the Park District, and we've been kind of sharing this particular task together. So I think when it's all said and done, I think the citizens and the people of Markham would be very pleased that we have some great community partners that actually pouring back into the quality of life. So we're talking STEM programs in a couple schools. We're talking about some park upgrades as well, and some other things that haven't been announced just yet, but stay tuned on that. Also, we are, as you know, that Springfield, they're in session right now. We are putting in some capital needs for the city of Markham. not only for the city, but our park districts as well. So we're looking forward to some capital dollars and some capital projects getting underway in the city of Markham. We are going after grant opportunities right now. The city of Markham is in full compliance with GATA, which is the Grants Accountability Transparency Act. I am currently working on a grant that is part of the Rebuild Illinois grant from the state of Illinois. They're using a pass-through organization, List Chicago. This particular grant is going to be utilized for the city of Markham to get installation of security cameras in our business district. And we can also get installation of street lights. So we're going to have security cameras in our business corridor. And the one thing I like about that is now we can have some extra eyes on activity up and down 159th Street. I was out early in the week with Chief White, just kind of doing a ride along to see exactly strategically where these lights and cameras should be positioned. I will talk with Todd Clayton from our Public Works as well, because I want to make sure that we are using the right poles and we're not interfering with any IDOT property. See if there's anything else from my report. Oh, had a great meeting today with Attorney Michelle as well as Attorney Miller. We met with Thornton's. That project is moving along. We were just talking about the project itself and some tax incentives that they will be seeking for either a Class 8 or possibly a TIF or some other options. So kind of stay tuned for that. But that project is moving forward. I think that's one other thing. At Canterbury, just a real-time update. I know that there was rumored that Ross was actually going to be the store that was going to come in Canterbury, but if anybody's been in the area lately, you see that DD's is actually the store that's going to be in Canterbury. So really excited about having another business come into Markham, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. But that's it for the mayor and the city administrator's report right now.
Thank you so much. What a great report. Any questions, council, for Derek Champion?
No questions.
No questions? Okay. If not, moving on to new business. Alder Lady Bree Hampton Hauser, new business.
Well, good evening, council, City of Markham residents. Just want to say that just kind of piggyback a little bit. Yeah, this is our season for cutting. I've received quite a few phone calls as well in reference to why some of the properties had not been cut as of earlier part of the week. I did explain to him as well, just as well as Mr. Champion stated as well, we're working diligently with the amount or the individuals that we actually have on board in our public works. So I have to just say kudos to Public Works, because they are truly multitasking. They're everywhere. They're multitasking. And of course, we will be bringing on a couple more qualified individuals within our public works. So I just ask the residents, not only in my ward, but just the residents of Markham, just to please be a little bit patient with us. Number two, question, I should have asked you this question. My apologies, Mr. Champion. Is there an update on exactly when individuals might be having the opportunity to go online to actually fill out the applications or get that initial information for Amazon to apply for those positions? Because that's another major question that I've been approached with thus far. Because these individuals, they want to work.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a great question. So if individuals would just, if you could direct any inquiries to our social media platform, Facebook, or either our city website.
Okay.
There is a link out there. There are some jobs that are available right now. Those are some of the managerial jobs, the decision-making roles. So they can definitely apply for some of the jobs that are currently out there. And Amazon will consistently kind of start rolling certain opportunities out. So I would suggest that those individuals, they can just go to our website, and the link is out there to get linked directly to those Amazon opportunities. And then as we move forward, Alderwoman Hampton, we will, Markham will have an official launch event. So all our residents will be, aware of the time and date and how they can actually apply for those jobs and to take part in the official launch event for the job opportunities.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Champion. And then just one more thing, Alderman Jones. I'm just asking that the police department be a little bit more diligent in our wards. We have individuals in our ward now, they're riding mini bikes, scooters, electric scooters, go-karts, up and down the streets. So I'm just asking that get an opportunity to speak to the police chief in reference to informing the police officers to please be diligent about that as well, and help educate these individuals in our community that there's places that they can actually ride those, but they're not authorized to be ridden on our city streets. Also, the motorcycles as well are out, so please be very, very diligent and watching out for our motorcyclists. We've had, just through the news, quite a few incidents at this particular time with fatalities, motorcycles. So I'm just asking everyone to please be a little bit diligent and give them some space as well for the motorcycles. Other than that, that's the end of my short report.
Thank you so much for the great report. Alderwoman Wanda Jean McDowell.
Good evening, Council. I just wanted to let everybody know, please be patient. Our public works are out cutting the grass. I know some of the grass in the second ward is a little bit high, but they are working hard to get the grass cut. Second of all, I want everyone to mention a longtime employee that passed this week in my ward, Curtis Smith, who was an employee of the city of Markham. My condolences to his family, and he's a resident in the second ward. And that's basically the end of my report.
Thank you so much. Alderman William Barron.
Yeah, and I just want to remind, and I've had to remind some residents too. I mean, it's also the month of May. It's been raining every other day. And when it rains, they can't go out and cut these grasses. So, I know what the concern is. We're supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow for the next 5 or 6 days. And it's going to be mosquito season. So, I understand the concern, but you can only do so much. The other thing is we have Memorial Day coming up. I wish everybody a happy and safe holiday. That'll be the end of my report.
You don't want me to talk about the speed bumps? Did you talk about the speed bumps?
We have ordered some speed bump. I hope they were ordered today, but I had met with the superintendent of public works, and we are ordering some temporary speed bumps to be installed maybe toward the end of the month, maybe before Memorial Day. I'm not sure. I talked to the company. They said that they usually have the orders out in 7 to 10 days. So I did meet with the superintendent, and we are going to try these pre-made speed bumps to run it as a test run. The nice thing about the temporary ones is that we can remove them prior to winter, and it won't have an adverse effect to our snow plowing operations.
Great. Yeah, that'd be exciting. A lot of our constituents have been talking about those speeders. And I think that'd really help. Thanks for that that investigation for those speed bumps. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, can I correct? There's been a lot of litigation with speed bumps. What we have ordered is what they call speed humps, and it's a gradual rise that goes to 2 1/8 inches high, and then they taper back down. Also, we'll be posting signs wherever we install them, warning the motorists that they are entering an area that we do have these speed humps.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. And now it leads to me, Alderman Ronald Jones. Okay. Also, I can remove this mask. I've been vaccinated. I'd like to say thank you, council members, for allowing me to chair the meeting tonight. I'm so sorry if I mix some of the names up. You know, sometimes it's hard for me to call myself a third party. You know, Alderman Jones, this, that, and that. But, you know, I tell people all the time, the best title you can give me is the title of friend. So as long as I'm your friend, I'm okay, you know. So yeah, the title sometimes don't really bother, you know, make me all proud, but don't be knowing I'm your friend makes all the difference in the world. Also, I'd like to give my condolences out to like all the lady Wanda McDowell was saying, Butch, he was a great guy, public works, real cool guy. Also, one of my childhood mentors, George Garrett, he passed of a heart attack just 5 days ago. And I mean, just a great guy, you know, by looking at him. And he had such a quiet demeanor, but he had so much knowledge about the struggles of the African American in the South and Mississippi and the things they had to go through and his knowledge, you know. And I mean, we always clicked. When he told you, Ron, I got you, he got me. You know, whatever you need some grass cut, he'd go cut the grass. All the time, that was my secret weapon. When I had yards, you know, all messed up, it was George Garrett get those yards clean for me. You know, I need some snow push for the seniors, it was George Garrett. You know, George Garrett was always there for me. So my heart go out to the Garrett family, Jenny McCarter, Miss Jenny. You know, we love you. We'll be praying for you and the family, and you're in our prayers. Also, last but not least, I'd like to send a prayer out to our mayor-elect on his upcoming court case. I wish you the best. You need to be here. That's all I have to say. And then I'd like to bring it back to public session. And for legal department, Attorney Ross or Council, we're going to give the words for the public session. The legal.
Okay, with respect to public session, pursuant to the city resolution 20-R-587, all persons desiring to make public comments may make them live in person or via email submission to the city clerk's office by 4 p.m. on the day of the meeting. All public comments received via email in compliance with the city's previously adopted rules will be read during the public session portion of the city council meeting. Madam Clerk?
We have no emails or no comments from the public as of today at 4 p.m.
Oh, great. Well, council, they must have loved what you all are talking about because we get no complaints. Y'all doing a great job. They believe in you all. You know, that being said, I would like to say thank you for those who came out. And I'd like to, number 13, adjournment. May I have a motion?
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Second. So moved.
Okay. The motion was made by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Wanda McDowell. Roll call.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell.
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Good night, you all.
Good night.
Okay,
Good night, everyone.
good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.